Hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar here at Tea Time with Demarcus. Today we're going to be talking about 10 uncommon cybersecurity threats you need to avoid. The cyber world, or the internet, is a vast place where the sharing of data has its pros and cons. We all know the pros, as our lives are now much easier thanks to the internet. However, not many of us are aware of the external cyber threats that go hand in hand with data security threats. There are certain common cybersecurity threats that we can avoid in order to achieve a secure and safe atmosphere for the growth of our business or any sort of activities that requires shared knowledge and the transmission of data. Cloudjacking is one of the most prominent types of attacks in recent times, where certain code injection is being done to hamper and modify or take control of sensitive information stored in the cloud. And this is a very dangerous kind of data security threat. IoT, or Internet of Things, is a rapidly growing industry, and it will grow to $1.1 trillion by 2026. Since this is a new technology, it is vulnerable to cyber threats, and not much has been developed in terms of cybersecurity in this field. Deepfake is the manipulation of an existing image or video through the help of machine learning and artificial intelligence. And this is a major threat in terms of hampering the image of someone influential running an organization, which will unfortunately become a very common cyber threat to businesses. As more and more people are moving from laptops to mobiles and tablets, mobile malwares are being developed to specifically target mobile phone operating systems. And in the near future, it will be one of the external cyber threats to the cybersecurity of mobile devices. With 5G rolling out across expansive public areas like airports, shopping centers, and hotels, the voice and data information of users on their cellular-enabled devices get communicated via Wi-Fi access points, while mobile devices possess built-in intelligence to silently and automatically switch between cellular and Wi-Fi networks. Security researchers have already identified a number of vulnerabilities in this handover process. It is very likely that new critical 5G to Wi-Fi security vulnerabilities will be exposed in 2020, and hence the importance of managing cybersecurity threats like upgrading security protocols and public Wi-Fi is needed. Insider threats not only involve malicious attacks, but also the negligent use of systems and data by employees. To protect against these threats, organizations need to quickly and accurately detect, investigate, and respond to issues that could be indicators of inside attacks, and this underlines the impact of people on cybersecurity. Application Programming Interface, or API security readiness, typically lags behind web app security across the majority of organizations today. Additionally, more than 2/3 of the organizations readily make APIs available to the public to allow external developers and partners to tap into their app ecosystems and software platforms. As the dependence on APIs increases, API-based breaches will become more prominent in 2020. This will trigger adverse impacts on high-profile apps and financial processes, messaging, peer-to-peer, and social media. As more organizations continue to adopt APIs for their applications, API security will be exposed as the weakest link, which could lead to cloud-native threats and put user data and privacy at risk. Email-initiated infections occur when a user clicks on an email attachment or a link in an email, either an error or thinking they're clicking on a legitimate link or attachment. The most sophisticated attacks are nicely formatted emails looking like they're from a legitimate source. Links and legitimate-looking emails contain an attractive and enticing link that either collects personal data, downloads malware, or deploys a small dropper file that calls back to the command server for more instructions. If there is a layer of protection that stops this dropper from interacting with the server, downloading the malware, or completing the infection, the chances of the infection spreading become much more limited. When a user visits a website and inadvertently downloads malware, it infects their endpoint system. This may also have implications for the network to which the device is connected to. Sometimes even safe sites can be the conduit of malware-laced links. However, a clear majority of the time, this type of cyber attack is caused by an unprotected endpoint device visiting a known unsafe site. This can happen even on known safe sites in a variety of situations, such as website hijacking or URL poisoning. And this is one of the most common cyber threats to a business. Distributed denial of service, or DDoS attacks, leverages the power of hundreds or even thousands of infected computers with the intent of crashing websites or entire networks. These groups of infected computers are known as a botnet or bot network. Typically, the target is businesses, but personal computers can be used en masse to execute a DDoS cyber attack without the innocent individual even knowing it. It is clear that growing businesses must make ongoing cybersecurity training a priority for all employees while establishing a multi-layered security strategy, because everyone should have a personal goal pertaining to cybersecurity to avoid digital threats. Proactively keeping employees safe online and using the latest threat intelligence to stop threats before and after they have entered the company network is more important than ever, and we must always move towards developing modern technologies on how to mitigate common cyber attacks. If you'd like to learn more about cybersecurity threat mitigation for your business, contact us here at Democus Technologies. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys back here on our next webinar here at Tea Time with Democus.